Welcome back. With retail sales in the hundreds of billions and with all the credit cards flying left and right, there's a higher chance of getting scammed. Suzanne Miller from the Better Business Bureau is here to help us steer clear of any shady transactions. Suzanne, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure to see you. So the Better Business Bureau is really in the business of protecting us. Tell us exactly what your mission is.
Yeah, we're a nonprofit and our goal is to create a marketplace of trust between both consumers and businesses. We're the unbiased party that really just wants to build good business and have happy consumers.
Right. It helps everybody involved, and you've brought a little friend with you also that's sort of standing behind us.
Yes, Millennial Max, and he's got a Santa hat. But Millennial Max was created because we did a research study that showed that millennials are actually #1 targets for these scams.
Right, and they don't think they are. Because like you were saying, they grew up in technology and they just sort of trust almost anything they see.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's second nature to them.
Right.
But unfortunately, scammers are relying on that, and so they're very vulnerable.
So let's talk about some of the top scams, because they're always changing. They're always sort of, people are coming up with more and more ways to take your money away or take your information. So let's talk about some of the top ones.
Absolutely, and 'tis the season, so literally we are getting new scams every day. The one right now is Grinch bots, and that's something that we really want people to understand is, you have that list from the kids that this is the #1 toy that they want. Everybody's looking for it. Grinch bots are going out there buying them off the market so that you can't find them and then reselling them for thousands of dollars. Right. So we want people to really be aware that that is happening, and maybe this isn't the time to buy it.
Right, those are those Hatchimals, of days past, the Tickle Me Elmos, etc.
Tickle Me Elmo, $14.99 in the stores, and then they came along, Grinch bots came along, they've been up to $17,000.
Unbelievable.
Is that really worth it?
No.
We really want people to just know that that's happening. Fraudulent websites and counterfeit products, the same thing. These fingerlings are really big right now, but what's happening is because people can't find them, scammers are posting them on fake websites. You're placing your order, you'll never get the product, and now they have your, payment information. Right. So just be really careful. Really research websites that you purchase from. That's a really big deal. The puppy scams. What's better than a puppy coming out of a box at Christmas? It's such an emotional thing. But be careful when you buy those puppies. Personally, I say go down, rescue a puppy. That's a wonderful way to do it. That's how I got my puppy, and she's the best thing ever. And that's just the way to do it. If you purchase online, because some people just like a particular breed, research that company. There's a lot of websites out there. Look at the way they spell names, words. Look at, what is their shipping information? What's their return policy? So those are really big things to look at. We had one website that said, we can get you a dog overnight internationally for $300. Okay, that's a sign right there.
Well, and I think the theme we're getting at here is that scammers like to prey on emotion.
Absolutely.
Especially something that's cute, something that's really in demand, etc. They're really going to go after those.
They're smart.
And you're going to be unsuspecting. You're not even going to know that it hit you. And so if someone feels like they have been a victim of one of these scams, or they feel like somehow their information has been compromised, what's the first thing they should do?
I really, really ask people to go out to the company and try to resolve it. But if you can't do that, if they're not responding, especially if they're a scammer, they're not going to respond to you. Reach out to the Better Business Bureau. You can file a complaint online. You can file a review online. But a complaint means you want something, resolved here, and we're going to work as the unbiased party to try to get that done.
Right, and of course, there's a lot of programs that you offer to help people out. Can you walk through some of those?
Yeah, we have a lot of no-cost services that are really there to help consumers here in Southern Arizona. And one of the biggest ones is the complaint process. Look at our BBB business directory when you hire vendors. Look at their reviews, look at their rating. That's really important. A couple of other things is ad reviews. We go after companies that do false advertising. That's a really big one. We have an auto line, so if you have auto warranty issues, we can help you on that. We do investigations all the time on businesses that don't do business properly. And hopefully, this will help them change their ways. Our goal is not to go after them because they've been bad, but to try to show them the light, to try to help them do business correctly, because we want the economy to grow and we want small business to grow. So we're really there to try to help you. And we do charity review. We have a whole Wise Giving Alliance. So when you're giving these holiday season, we want you to make sure that you go to our Wise Giving site and make sure that they are a rated charity that has done all of their financials the right way.
Well, this is so much to think about, so much to take part in. You know, if people want to learn more, of course, they can go to the website, they can get the app. Like you were saying, it's the complete solution because you're taking care of, you know, if something happens with your business, things don't go according to plan, well, you're, you know, informing them how they can do business better later in life. And of course, the consumers, how to make sure that they're careful with their payment information, et cetera. So
many times it's a communications issue.
Right.
So.
Very important information, as always. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, the Better Business Bureau of Southern Arizona wants to help consumers avoid scams this holiday season. They have many no-cost services available, which we talked about. For more, visit bbb.org or call 520-888-5353 for more information.